Hey there, Budheads. Welcome back to my channel. I got another video for you. So some of you may have already seen some of the YouTube shorts that I've posted about wanting to kind of upgrade my home stereo system, as well as profiling this piece of equipment already. But I wanted to go in a little bit more detail about my mindset purchasing this piece of equipment, as well as exactly what it is. But anyway, I purchased a vintage piece of audio equipment. This is a Pioneer SX650 stereo receiver and amplifier. It puts out about 35 watts per speaker channel. And with the speakers, these are Pioneer. They're actually pretty small speakers. They look big and they look fancy, but they're only about 20 watts. But I live in a pretty small apartment, so it's actually plenty of wattage for this small area. But I wanted to go vintage, mostly just because these things look great. They look fantastic. I love the kind of that stainless steel look to them. Got a classic style radio dial here with the little needle, and the switches on here are just absolutely smooth. They feel great. They're very responsive. They just it's just what a switch should feel like. I feel like a lot of stuff that's being put out today is pretty much just a lot of plastic materials, a lot of cheaper parts. This thing weighs probably a solid 20-25 pounds. I don't know. It was made roughly between 1976 and 1978. And this thing is as clear as a bell. It's still absolutely relevant in today's world. In fact, I can even plug my iPhone into it and stream if I wanted to. All I need is my aux cable and this little dongle here. So if I wanted to, I can stream through it into the speakers, or I can put a record on through my Audio-Technica LP60X. I've been really trying to get into record collecting. I think the reason why is, while I love streaming, and streaming definitely has its place in this world. Go follow the John Budnik Band on Spotify if you would, please. Thank you. There is an existential experience to be had with owning a piece of music physically, that being having a physical piece of property to then put on the record player, move the needle, and then listen to it that way. There's something existential about it for me. I won't say that the audio quality is better. I think that's subjective, but it's different, and it's different in a good way for me. You know, people like the crackles and the pops of the record player, and I love that too, but I don't think that's necessarily better than a pristine, clean digital stream. I just think it's different. I think it has a different listening experience for the end user. And if you're an audiophile, I think everything has its place, right? I certainly am not stopping streaming just because I now own a few records. I own a few records because it fills my house with wonderful music, and I can get loud with this new Pioneer SX650 and just really enjoy music in the home the way I want to enjoy it. And that's really all it's about. You know, full disclosure, these things aren't necessarily cheap for as old as they are. A few $100s. They range, depending on condition, anywhere between a couple $100s to more than a couple $100s. Let's just put it that way. As I was doing a little research on vintage audio gear, one gentleman's YouTube that I stumbled upon made a really astute point that, you know, back then, that being 1976 through 1978, and then years before as well, when they were making these kinds of equipment, is that they were really truly trying to make something sound absolutely better than before. I do feel like in a globalized capitalistic society, as manufacturing parts became more prevalent, companies sourcing the same parts, so on and so forth, that it's no longer about the quality of the sound as it is being able to move more product. And when the numbers of how many units you can sell and that importance outweighs the overall quality and experience for the end user, I do feel like the quality suffers because of that. Unfortunately, feel free to disagree with me. Please leave a comment below and tell me what you think on that topic. But anyway, I really wanted something that looked cool, looked super sharp in the house, that sounded great. That's why I went with this unit here. I bought it off a guy off of Facebook Marketplace. They pop up, you know, they're on eBay, they're all over eBay. Living in Alaska, shipping would have hurt with something this heavy and not having a chance to operate it before buying it. But I found this on Facebook Marketplace. I went to the guy's house. He let me, you know, check it out, make sure that it was working, and the rest is history. It's now in my house, and I'm enjoying it. I'm not going to play a record on the sound system because of copyright issues. I do want to possibly monetize this video at some point. So what I will do is stream a John Budnik band song through the unit here, so you can get a feel for what it sounds like. I just love the lights on this as well. That's the loudness switch.
This is just a simple plea to the aliens.
Mono.
Please don't
Stereo.
violate me. We are but simple creatures in
Left
the
speaker.
grand scheme of things. In the universe,
Right speaker. Yeah.
We have yet to evolve our species. We are parasites of this world. Some of us are ready to hit the ride on your mother's ship. A cruiser star in the center of the galaxy.
Bass.
And any progress we make is about killing each other.
Little
Our leaders say, don't blame me. We're not done giving our disease. We are parasites of this world. And I believe in our...
So I think you guys get the picture. That's my song, Parasites, Dear Aliens, put out this past April. You may have heard some of the crackles and pops as I was turning some of the knobs. So this could use a little maintenance. I think they're called potentiometers. Could probably use a little bit of a cleaning in there. Rest assured, I am very happy with this unit. I think it's great. If you're ever in a thrift store and you see one of these, pick it up. Don't sleep on it. These things are absolutely cool. And the thing is that there's quite a bit of community out there around this vintage audio that, like, you know, you can really get into these as a hobby and replace some of the parts. I've seen people, you know, replace or talk about, you know, they sell replacement bulbs, that kind of a thing, or glass, so on and so forth. So there's quite a bit of community around these. Anyway, guys, hey, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And as always, I really appreciate you, Budheads, and I hope to talk to you soon. Take care.